Everybody, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're not a business opportunity. We are a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We've been around for about 3.5 years, and we have been putting in some really solid foundations. We're now in the process of developing our economy, increasing the liquidity and value of our currency, and that will benefit all our members. And anybody can be a member or a citizen, and it's totally free. You just got to be of legal age, prove you're a real person, and it's best if you come with a positive mental attitude and a willingness to share love and abundance. But that's all it takes, and you will then be eligible for a free issue of our currency every month. Lots of other things that you can get involved in, but none of them are obligations. It's up to you what you do and what you don't do. Okay, with that said, we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, but We Share Abundance publicly. And I'll be heading over there in a moment to see who else we've got in. We have a lot of human beings in our community, and that is really all we see people as, just as human beings. We don't pigeonhole them into fat, thin, old, young, black, white, male, female, doesn't matter. Just human beings, part of one big family, all equally respected because all are unique and so have something unique to offer our community. So let's just have a look in the chat here before we get over to Facebook. I'm going to go to Facebook because that is where we see most comments and we can put names to them. In the app here that we use for streaming, we can only see people from YouTube, like Lewis, who's in from Portugal. But we do have people in from other locations, and they're in Facebook. And so I'm heading over there right now. If I can find my cursor, there we go. And then I'll be looking for We Share Abundance publicly group. And when that comes up, I'll be looking for the 20th of November. We Share Abundance 20th. So far, so good. And we get the comments list up. Yeah, we do. And we got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA. Hi there, Deborah. We got Kingsley in from Manchester. Hello. Letting me know he's coming, that I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you, Kingsley. We got Richard in from Devon in England, and we've got Norman in from Doncaster in England. And we are a little bit late because I was 2 or 3 minutes late, and I apologize for that. So let's get started right away. We're going to get started first with a little very short prayer to help us find true happiness in life. I'm not talking about that short-term pleasure you get from going on holiday or buying a new car or moving to a new area, whatever it may be. I'm talking about that permanent joy that comes within that stops you searching for everything. And that can't be bought. It can only be acquired through loving service to others. The great thing about it is once you adopt that as your way of life, everything that you want to need in life starts to be attracted to you, starts flowing to you, and it's it's just stress-free and joyful. Okay, so that is the way to be, and that is what our little prayer is about. Then we'll have a very short affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist psychology we have in our community, where we just see everybody as a human being, all linked together, one big family of humanity. And the great thing about that is you can't do service to somebody else without it being of value to yourself as well, because we are all interlinked. Okay, so let's start with that little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member finds the joy of service, and through service attracts true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation: we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, on with the show, as they say. Um, right, first of all, ROI tips, not heard from them yet. We hopefully will be starting that campaign properly this week. I've told them countless occasions I can't go on with testing and trying to get better rates. We've got to get something happening. So hopefully that will be kicking in, but I can't give you any updates because tends to come in late on a Monday if it does come in. Usually after I finish the broadcast here. The exchange page, it's looking good, but Deviani, here we go. He wanted me, I told her I was going to test it, and um, she said, please hold on till tomorrow for testing. My changes are quite significant and I need some time for testing. So I don't know what else she's changing because she was in a hurry today. She started early and left early. She had to go out. Um, and she says we will have to test again after I upload my integration code and test on the test server. Um, hopefully, where are we? Earlier on, she said Govind had sent the testing details. I worked on checking and integrating it. We can launch withdrawal feature tomorrow, Tuesday. But uploading, I will need to test on live server before making it live for people. So I didn't get a chance to talk with her today because I've been really busy, and I know she wanted to get what she could done and then disappear. So I left it to it, and we'll find out more tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get the testing completed tomorrow, and it'll be loaded. And if it's not live, even if it's loaded and not sort of live in the trolls, and it will be live very, very soon. This week, definitely, we should have that up there. I can't promise you that because you never know what's going to happen, but the it's it's a very high probability, let's put it that way, that it may be available tomorrow or Wednesday. Okay. Um, next, what have we got next? Yeah, the raffle. I was disappointed with the number of tickets we sold in the last raffle. I wasn't sure what to do. So what I've done is I don't know whether you've had a look at it. I think I sent out details in the message. Can't remember what I put in it now, but um, what I've done is I've reduced the prize for the top prize to $50, but I've increased the second prizes, and there's a 1 in 3 chance of one of those. So anybody that gets the second prize in this week's raffle will double their money. It's a $2 prize instead of just getting your money back. But the top prize is only $50. Now we need 200 ticket sales to break even on that. And so we'll see how it goes with that revised option. The other thing I'm thinking about, and I won't do it this week because it's all set and running and there are tickets that have been bought, not a lot, about 30 odd, I think. Um, but we have to honor what we said for those tickets. But what I'm thinking of doing is reducing the commission which takes a big lump out of everything because we're paying 25%. And that's fine if we're selling a lot of tickets, but as we're not, it's just damaging the amount that we can pay out in prize money and potentially give to charity. So we'll see how this works with the $50 top prize and $2 second prizes. What it means really is if you buy like 5 tickets, you stand a pretty good chance of getting 2 prizes, which would be $4. So it would only cost you $1, and basically you've got 5 chances of winning $50. So it's it's pretty good. If we get rid of or certainly reduce the commission value, which currently is at 25%, as I said, it means that we could either increase the top prize or potentially increase the second prize, or put the money that we would have paid out in commissions into the charity fund and pay a charity. I would love to be giving, even if it's only 10, 20, or $30 to something like, one of these dog rescue places. They're all struggling for cash. And people are so responsible. They particularly around Christmas, they get a dog or a pet as a Christmas present. And by the end of January, they say, "Oh, it's too much trouble," and they're throwing them away. And I mean, you hear horrible stories of them being mistreated or chucked in a bag with a brick and thrown in the canal and all this sort of thing. Um, but a lot of them end up in rescue uh, homes, and these homes are all charity things, and they're struggling for cash. And like 30 dollars, if we could get just like $30 to one of these, it would pay for one or maybe 2 dogs food for a month. I mean, we're not getting into the vet bills and all the other stuff that they have to pay, but at least it would help a little bit. So I'm thinking of that for next week, and we'll see how it goes this week, and we'll see what we can do to maybe get a bit more interest in it. It's really there just as a bit of fun. And how come I've got that up on there? I don't know. We've got Deborah up in the thing. Let me go and remove that. Okay. Now I'm lost. Where's Facebook gone? Okay. Right. So um, so that's what I'm thinking there. I am struggling a little bit with the code, as I tend to when I'm doing something new. Um, there are resources that I can call on to help with it, but that it means me explaining it all and doing everything. So, um, and I didn't want to disturb Deviani today. I could have gone to the server team and see what they come up with, but in general, it's it's difficult to get over to people that I've not worked with much exactly what I intend and mean, and I get back all sorts of funny answers that don't really um, provide anything. Similarly, I've done Google searches for things today, quite a lot of them, and none of them provide the answer to what I'm asking. They provide answers to things that I already know. Um, So it's a little bit frustrating, but it's all to do with getting nice pages there for you to be able to promote anything that we have ultimately, but primarily the pre-launch of the 777 plan. Um, so I want to get that going, and there will be. I've not really decided fully what they're going to be, but there will be advantages of getting involved in the plan at a pre-launch stage. Not just registering with We Share Abundance and saying I'll join when it launches, but actually getting involved in the pre-launch so we know where we're going and what we've got. Um, and there will be additional benefits for that. And of course, those people that are already in the pre-launch will not be excluded from that. It will, it will be for everybody in the pre-launch. And there are a few things that I'm considering there, and we will implement those um, to just help you get people in so that you get a decent payday when we launch, and hopefully we'll launch in time for you to go and spend it on lots of goodies for Christmas for everybody. Okay. We got Bozena in from Edinburgh in Scotland, and we got Verna in from South Africa. So that pretty much covers um, where we are with the update. I have had a couple of people come back to me because I said I was interested in what they had on the Fun Miracles. That's another ball I've got in the air. Um, just keeping them all up there, Um, but I do want to get that going as well as quickly as we possibly can. Um, Binance still struggling with trying to get that verified with what they will accept. Um, there are just a lot of things that just take time and don't seem to be getting us anywhere. But I'm sure they will break eventually. Persistence always wins. So there we go. We will get it all sorted out. Um, the passive income streams that we have, are they all Ponzi's or are they all rug pulls? Who knows? Who knows? It is pretty much certain that none of them will last forever, um, because none of them ever have. Um, it doesn't mean that one won't come through that does, but they all get to a point where, for whatever reason, they disappear. Some because they are not what they said they were, some because they reach a point of diminishing returns, which I mentioned before, and so can't keep up with things. It gets so big that it just starts to recede. Um, the there are others that just aren't set up for the growth that is experienced. All sorts of difficulties and problems. It doesn't mean, as I say, that there won't be one that lasts, but so far none have. Um, we'll have to just keep monitoring and hope that they don't all end up as rug pulls like it appears that ETF pools was. It's just disappeared uh, conveniently just before anybody gets paid out for their 6 month contract. You've got to be wary of things like that Cryptex program. I mean, if you've read my blog post, if I was setting up a Ponzi, a rug pull plan scam, there isn't a better format for doing it than Cryptex, because nobody is going to get paid for 3 years. You've got 3 years to rake in all the money. Nobody knows who's behind it. And um, in 3 years' time, you can decide to just disappear, or you can run it for a bit longer because they have a 5-year plan as well, maybe. But but I think there'd be a lot of people, there'd be a lot of money going to be paid out in 3 years, potentially. Um, will everybody get paid? I don't know. I don't know. As I say, if I was of a mind to set up a Ponzi rug pull scam, whatever you want to call them, it's a perfect format. You've got 3 years to rake it all in, millions, millions and millions of dollars, possibly billions, and then disappear. Um, what I do know is that some of the plans that we're in are paying out now. I tested Mila, um, what's it called? Mila, I don't know, Mila or Mila, Mila. I got a withdrawal from them today. I can't remember how long. Well, I'm not exactly sure how long because I put with the request in, and then I left it and forgot about it. And then when I did check back in a few hours, it had been paid. Um, the uh, the Echo One, whatever that. Oh, it is Echo One. I was going to say the Echo One. I can't remember what it's called, but it is Echo One. Um, that pays out on weekends, and that paid me out. Um, the Beyond Infinity always pays very, very quickly. So there are some that are good and working at the moment, but we don't know how long they're going to go on. That's why we've got to bring more and more in-house. And I am really happy with the 777 plan. I keep testing different um, situations in in that plan, and it all works well. It will do what it says on the can, and that is make everybody a profit. And of course, it's designed to make a lot of money for the people that put in a lot of effort, and it's designed to be able to get involved and make a profit totally passively. But it's also designed for that to be slow. If you don't do anything, you're going to be um, a dead weight for the community. We will help you. We'll do what we can, but it will be slow, but you will make a profit. But you've got to accept that it's not designed as a passive plan. It's designed to encourage people to get at least 4 referrals. Ideally 7. That's where the 7 comes in, or one of the 7s, because 7 pushes everybody through, pushes you through into the next level, and you want to get 7 people in there, and the leverage going from one plan to the other means that once you've got 7 in the first plan, it's going to be quick and automatic to get it into the second phase and the third and the fourth and so on. You need to get into as many phases as you can now in pre-launch, because you can build them up. Once it's out of pre-launch, um, it's you're going to start losing people if you're not in the phases ahead of everybody that is in your team. And you will lose people, and the people you lose are the people that are really moving fast, the people that you don't want to lose. Okay? Every person you lose is worth tens of thousands of dollars to you. And if you're not in that next phase, so ideally you want to be in all 7 as quickly as you can. And you have the chance to get into that position now in pre-launch, and you never have to worry about it. Because as I say, the people that you lose are the people that are moving quickly, the people that you really don't want to lose. Not so bad if you lose somebody that is totally passive and plodding along, and because yeah, there's still worth a lot of money to you, thousands of dollars, but it's going to take a long, long time to get it from those people. Usually, not necessarily, because it depends on what the pass ups are that you get from those people. So it can be very fast, even with a dud. But you don't want to lose anybody, ideally, but especially people that are moving quickly. Okay, let's have a look at the numbers. Numbers. Um, we've been getting a net decrease for quite a number of days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Today's the 10th day where we've had a net decrease, which has been pretty unusual more recently. But anyway, the net decrease is just 2 today, but it's still a net decrease. We're down to 40,530 registered members. Net decrease, we've taken out a lot more than 2, but we've had new referrals, new registrations coming in, and it just means that there's been 2 more people taken out because they've not logged in for 2 months than registrations. Active members count is up by 27 in the last 24 hours to 4,013. Multiply Visa, no change in the membership, but we did go up another dollar in the bonus pool from the revenue share to $10,279.44. So that's numbers. It's completed, I think. Have we got any question? Nothing in there. Let me check in the app. Nope, nothing in there either. So there is no need for me to keep you here if there are no questions, nothing for me to answer. I don't think there is anything that I've intended to mention that I haven't. Take a look at the raffles, see what you think. I'm always open to feedback. We had a suggestion actually from one of our members who I respect, who said, why not do a special offer of giving 2 for 1 just to get it running? And it's a great idea. The only trouble is it's not legal. Certainly not in the UK anyway. You cannot discount tickets in any way in the UK. And that would be discounting tickets. So it would be an attractive offer to get it going, but we're not allowed to do it. So there you go. It's but I always welcome suggestions because sometimes even if we can't implement them, they open an avenue of thought that we can move down and perhaps find some other solution, some other idea that is bred from that seed that we receive. So that's it. So until tomorrow, I'll be here same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Until then, get out there, be Wheater Warriors, sell some raffle tickets, give away some soap coupons, get people into the pre-launch for 777. And God bless you all. I love you all. You are. We share abundance. We are pioneers. And you're going to be very proud of what we create over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It's going to become a household name. It's going to become a huge organization, a big, ever growing nation. God bless you all. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Yeah, in a wild crocodile.